Alright, welcome to the Battle of Swathford. This will be my first Hail Caesar game. I'm pretty pumped. It's been a long time in the making inside of my head. These miniatures have progressed from, I think originally I wanted to play Saga with them, but that just didn't work out for me. And then Infamy to Lion Rampant, and then kind of a bigger Lion Rampant after that, and now on to the final metamorphosis, which will be Hail Caesar. And hopefully this will continue to just grow at an easier pace and continue to play and get bigger and bigger. Also, we'll be tackling Hail Caesar at the 6 mil scale once I get the motivation to actually continue to paint those guys for more than 35 seconds. So that's on me. Gotta work on it. Here's a regional picture of the battlefield showing the baronies of Walden and Swathford. And this, of course, will be Walden aggressing into Swathford, trying to capture that region. This is a smaller map, but a 14-foot wide by 5-foot deep. Really wanted to just get the width going, and maybe not so much of the deepness, because, well, there's no real big guns in this campaign world. No cannons, no artillery. No point not just getting into the thick of it with these gentlemen. The key to this battle will be this 3-part, built up area that kind of represents a main town on a key intersection in Swathford as Walden heads for this objective to try to conquer another one of their neighbors after they've already taken Bournemouth several months ago. So looking to end the campaign season with a boom down here in the southern part of the Chark campaign world. So they'll be going for that. Features of the battlefield from left to right. We got a river over here. It's impassable except for the bridge. Won't be a factor. It's just kind of there for eye candy. Got some good road systems that there's no bonus really moving on roads, I don't believe. Oh, and this is, of course, I said at the beginning of this is my first game of Hail Caesar, and the first time James back playing miniature wargaming in a while. We've been on opposite schedules. I'm his boss, but unfortunately, he works Saturday and Sunday, and then that's it. He's a dedicated weekend staff, and I work Monday through Friday. Kind of keep the conflict of interest of our friendship out of the mix, but it's not conducive to us playing games. So that kind of sucks. I'm not 100% on board with this plan, but it works for his family, and my job works for mine. We've got some trees that are going to count, clusters of trees are going to count as woods. This is one of the bigger ones. There's another one over here. Formed infantry can't go through there. We do have several units that are kind of, I guess it's versatile, would be in black powder. I'm a lot more familiar with that, of course, than Hail Caesar. But those units can go, I think there's 3 or 4 on each side, that can go into skirmish order and pass through there without any issues. Everybody else will have to work their way around. The built-up area is going to be pretty heavy defended. It's going to be basically, you're going to have to use your imagination, assume that these troops are, interwoven through the buildings of these little areas, these 3 sections of this town, and they're in there just defending it, and they're dug in like a tick. So controlling a greater percentage of those built-up areas than the opponent will signify a victory when it gets to that point. We're going to play till armies break. Using the Hail Caesar rules. I'm going to be pretty vanilla. I'm going to try to stick with the rules, especially since this is my first game. I have taken a couple liberties, which I'll show you just in unit creation. And that's it. This hill is massive. Tacking up it or charging down it will have some bonuses I think are built into it. And I think that's the only features of the battlefield. Both armies have 13 battles divided into 3 divisions. one division of 5 and then 2 divisions of 4 given to vassals of the given baron for each army. I definitely need to increase my cavalry game. That's probably my next objective. And I do have a couple other units showing up that I might paint in the meantime just to break up cavalry. But I'm going to get the War of the Roses light cavalry and the War of the Roses heavy cavalry to supplement. But I need to have a whole, at least a cavalry division just to make this a bit more interesting. Also to take advantage of some of the width on some of these battlefields of mine. Okay, let's go over each forces. We'll start with the Aurelians and who are defending, and then we'll come back over and get the boys from Swathford. Oh, sorry, the boys from Timordia. Leading the armies of the Aurelian dukedom is Baron Levi Cummings, level 8 leader. He is also the commander of the 1st Division. And the first unit in that division are these, a small unit, which could be considered a tiny unit, but I'm going to keep them small, of mounted knights. They're looking for reinforcements. They're not here. They're going to have tough fighter, they're stubborn, they're elite, and they're valiant. And we're going to see how they go. It should be fun. Next up for the 1st Division are this group of foot knights, 24 men, standard units. So that's a bunch of absolute slaughterness. Kind of had a little bit of fun. I'll be tweaking these special rules because I kind of followed what they suggested and followed some of the stuff that Martin's 7th son used in some of his shared Google Drives. They have tough fighter, they're stubborn, they're elite, and they're valiant, and they're going to be pretty brutal. They'll be until I get more cavalry, they're basically going to be the elite unit on the battlefield, and they're on the far left flank of the Aurelian front. Here's that unit I was going to take a little bit of liberalness with. Liberty with liberals with the rules. This is a group of 3 spellcasters. They're going to operate as a medium artillery piece. They're going to function together. There's kind of basically, I'm going to ask you to basically use your imagination. Assume these guys are kind of combining their powers and they're firing bolts of holy energy at the enemy and try to defend their town. So that's the 3 priests of soul. They're going to consider it a medium artillery piece, and they're in the 1st Division. Another gigantic hammer for 1st Division and the whole army as a whole with a standard unit of berserkers of Odenheim. They're double weapons, tough fighter, and stubborn. They're going to be I could have added more, but I just kind of kept it at that. So they'll be doing their thing. They are a flexible unit, so they can go into open order or a warband order and then cross through terrain if needed. The only large unit on the table are these Osmanian nomads. They are basically considered light infantry. They can go into skirmish order. They're big, so it almost turned them into medium infantry just because they get that bonus from being a large. And they have javelins. I gave them the Pelham rule, but I'm going to use it. They have some like some irritating powder on their like a little pouch on their spears or javelins. When they throw them at the enemy and they bang into shields or in front of them, it kind of slows the enemy down a little bit. Something a little bit different because copying the Romans and having Pelhams is that's their jam. And they have the marksman rule, so we'll see if that's enough. But they're also that big unit, and they can break into skirmish order and stuff. Could be cool, but these rules might get tweaking just because it's my first game of Hail Caesar. 2nd Division is commanded by Sir Seth Wiley. He's over here on the Aurelian right flank, and he's commanding 4 battles. And first of which is a standard group of veteran heavy foot. They're kind of defending to the right of the town. They're a tough unit. I like that. Like a tough fighter, stubborn, and they're drilled. I have 2 units of kind of heavy foot infantry. This one has more hand weapons, and the other one is fighting with spears. Then we've got the double threat, basically 2 standard units of one of bill and bow and one in bill and crossbow. Bows are going to take the range of 20. Crossbows are a range of 18, but they cap your save at 5. And these guys are armed and dangerous, mobile and hostile. They should play pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to them. They have a tough fighter and combinations of marksman or that crossbow rule. And on the extreme right flank of the Eurylian force are their light footmen. They're light infantry. You have just the marauders rule, and then they have javelins. They can throw to 6 inches. So let's see if that is enough or not enough, or see how it goes. They can go into open order or skirmish order if they need to move around. 3rd Division has the task of defending the town. Sir Sanford Mackay is commanding this effort. He has a unit of heavy foot with spear, unit of medium foot, my new unit, and then a unit of I think it's bill and crossbow. He also has a unit of bill and bow a little bit outside of town on the elevated here to help support them. These guys will play as pretty decent cover in town, so should some good street fighting down here. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed it all works out. Flipping over to the attackers, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Sir Hamill Stravis. He has been victorious basically in every single battle I've done, no matter what the rule system. He's commanding 1st Division, and he's got his entourage of a small unit of heavy cavalry next to him, and they're just basically awesome. And continuing on into 1st Division, over to the Baron's left are his standard group of foot knights. So they're phenomenal. Their neighbors are the Immortals of Shubia that are insane. They can break into Warband if they need to. They have Fanatic, Tough Fighter, and Stubborn. Hopefully that'll be good for them. They're insane in the clash. Osmounty and Pikemen, they've got the Phalanx and Pike rule. And I think they have Stubborn too. Kaldani Pikemen, excuse me. And then they also, next to the Baron's cavalry, they have their sorcerers too, and they're going to count as medium artillery. And I think that's it for 1st Division. On the left of the Tymorden forces is Sir Eric Gawain, level 7 leader. Where is he mixed into? Oh, there he is, out in the center here. Yeah, baby. He's going to be rocking it with these guys. I put these guys on vignettes, my commanders, but just the fact that I'm playing different rule systems, I don't want to limit a miniature, because sometimes they, depending on the rules, they're playing like Oathmark or Infamy, or Lion Rampant. The commanders go in different locations, so I want to stay flexible. That's why these guys are all individually based as well, so I can do that. 2nd Division starts off with a group of veteran heavy foot. These are identical to their opponents. They also have the bill and bow unit, and then they have a bill and crossbow unit, and then they have a unit of light infantry. And it's from my newer crossbowmen. I can't remember if they've seen a battle or not. They probably haven't. I don't think they have. So there are several new units. A lot of my archers from English infantry set from Agincourt, and then the crossbowmen from, I don't even know what set they're for. They're Perry's too. They're in here too, mixed in, and then it's just a hodgepodge of different Perry stuff for the most part. 3rd Brigade is Sir Rex Hewitt on the Tymorden right. He's got a unit of veteran foot with spears, a unit of bill and crossbow, unit of bill and bow, and then he's got the new medium infantry, those guys from Victrix. So, and he'll be trying to take the Cliffs of Insanity, if for all you Princess Bride fans out there. I have no plan because I don't know which side. We're going to kind of let James pick which unit he wants to use. Well, this stone wall I added at some point. I had some extra walling around, so I added that in as a barrier for some of that to add in some more fun. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be great no matter what. James has been reading the rules set. I've been reading the rules. We're going to screw up the rules, but we're going to have some fun, and we're going to try to figure it out. And it's just nice having my bro back here to do some battling. Okay, stand by for turn 1. I'm pumped. And yeah, that's it, man. It's the way to start the weekend. James is back. We're going to start over here on the left to right. We'll use the dice tower. This is going to start with Sir Eric Gawain. On what division is it? Second division.
Yes.
He's going to try divisional order. He's going to pay a -1 penalty because they're over 6 inches apart. And yeah, that's about it. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Having fun. He got screwed by that 6. Sorry about that. Yeah, the one time you don't want to roll it. Sir Eric Gawain fails his divisional order. That division will not be moving this turn. They're too far away for a reroll. All right, Sir Rex Hewitt over here on the right flank on Division 3 is going to do a divisional order. He's got no bonus, no negative, so he's just going to be a 7.
Yeah.
I think I need to start the video when I kneel down and watch my knees cracked. All right, his division moves forward like a boss. We're going to get rid of those yellow dice because you can't even see those damn things. We're going to the... What color? It's not a darker color, right?
I'm going with black and white. I think
there you go. That's the key for us. We're old and we can't see. All right, so let's go with the first division. What's his name? Sir Baron Hamilstravis or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're
right.
He's had like 8 battles and never lost. I believe, knowing James, that will do a divisional order. He will move forward, and he's an 8. Oh, James rolls like a boss. First division surges forward 3 moves. Thankfully, it was a division order. We thought the cavalry was going to end up like in North Korea, but they have to stay within 4 inches of each other, we think. So we did. And this topography with the pikemen was a nightmare. That's the worst part of the game. But nobody got stabbed like this time. It's good. James's spellcasters that count as medium artillery are in range to start their assault on the city with holy fire. So that sucks for me. And I think that's it. Okay, that's turn 1 movement done for the Time Wardens. And now we're going to fire. These guys are going to hurl holy fire at this first section of the city. These guys aren't happy. It's that new unit phenomenon. They're going to be partially concealed because they're hidden in the buildings, but their cap is saved at 5 because it's holy fire. But James is going to need 6s because it's long range to hit 3 dice. The holy fire shoots across and bangs off the buildings. No damage. Thankfully, these guys are very excited. And I think that's the end of Time Warden turn 1. No one else is in range. Smooth. All right, we made it. We survived the first turn. Let's see what the Aurelians are going to do. Does holy fire ricochet? I don't know. What do the rules of physics say about holy fire? I don't know. James had a great question there. So, all right, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but I got to do something to counterattack this. We're going to come up with something. We're going to go right to left for me. This is Sir Seth Wiley. He's a wily bastard. I'm going to try to move forward. I'm not going to do a divisional order. I'm going to be chintzy. I'm going to try to order these bill and bow forward 2 moves. All right, those bill and bow move forward 2 moves. They're on the road. They're going to kind of try to claim the stone wall, even though their right side's going to collapse. These gentlemen are at a -1 penalty, so they're going to need a 6, the light infantry, to move forward and support these guys from the right from the trees. Call it
An
small.
outcrop?
Okay, sounds good.
I
I think what a small group of trees is. I don't want to use the wrong word and sound totally stupid. My light infantry occupied that group of trees there, or outcrop, and they're kind of protecting the right flank of those bill and bow. No idea if it's good tactics, but we're going to continue with this guy's commands. I'm going to try to move this bill and crossbow unit as far as they will go, needing a 7. Alright, so he boned it there, so now I've got troops all over the place. I kind of did a central location to try to minimize the negatives for next turn. Or maybe I should just... Actually, I'm going to move my commander over with these guys and do a divisional order next time. He ends up down there, and we'll try to work these two guys up and try to bring them at the par with them, unless they're completely destroyed by James next turn. Alright, level 7 leader, Sir Sanford McKay. Gonna let all of his guys stay in their defenses, but he's going to... order these guys forward 1 move, and they'll be in range to start showering the pikemen with arrows. Alright, they move forward. They're in range of the pikes. They're in range of probably everybody with their 20-inch range. And we'll start shooting. Try a divisional order with -2, just because of the range of these guys, from how far away I spread them out like a moron when I set it up. And they're going to try to move towards the edge of that hill and get closer together to make more divisional orders in the future or easier. So I'm going to need like a 6. Alright, they kind of closed in on each other and they're kind of occupying the top of this hill. And they can do something cool in the future. I don't know what the heck that's going to be. The knights moved and joined up closer. And also the barbarians kind of snugged in as the light infantry took the front. The big thing was I snuck the spellcasters through, and they'll be able to chuck holy fire down at somebody fun. On the right side, first shooting, I'm going to fire this bill and bow unit at formed heavy unit to the front over 12 inches, so that's going to suck. That's -2 already. So I'll be looking for 6s. They did not string their longbows tight enough. Those arrows land over here right about 3 feet in front of them. Continue to roll low here, which is great for the command phase, but it's not going to serve me well later. Moving across the battlefield, another bill and bow unit here. They're going to fire at the Kaldani pikemen before they fall over. They're formed infantry to the front at over 12 inches, need 6s. All right, no disordered because I'd have to roll 2 6s because I needed a 6 to hit. So that's a crucial rule. So James does not have to do a break check at the end of this, but he's got to do. I got 1 hit, so he's got to beat a 4. Fires in my general direction. He saves that one. It bounces off all the 3,000 pikes as they're falling over to the right. And then the final shooting phase or final anything phase of turn 1 will be my priests firing a fireball down at I'm going to fire at these guys here, the heavy footmen with spears, and needing 6s, need 3 of them. What kind of holy men are these? They got the satanic roll. 3 6s. That's great, but maybe not so great. James he's got to do a disorder check. And he's got to do 3 saves of, I think, 4 for these guys. So this will be our first missile break test as those guys get hammered with fireballs. Oh, I forgot. It was a 5 anyway because of the holy fire caps at 5. But you did roll a 5, so you were good. And two what are they called? I guess casualties. And now we can do the break test. And you do not want to roll low on this. They retreat if disordered. They're not disordered, so they're there. They take 2 casualties, and turn 1 comes to a thrilling conclusion. Wayne's going to try to do some unit orders down here. I don't know what James wants to start with. Which unit? Which would he like? Three to do.
We swing them up and start trying to flank everybody
Cool.
Move these guys in, and then maybe sweep these guys in around the wall so they don't have to deal with the wall.
If you can get within 6 inches, you can throw javelins with the light infantry.
With these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to get within javelin range. God knows what that is. Looks about 14 or 15 from here. So they're going to stop at 6 inches, and then if he can get an order off. And this needs a 7. Light infantry on the left flank. Move into range with their javelins. They're going to do some throwing here in a minute. Who's moving next, brother?
I'm going to bring these guys up. Who are these? These are the...
That's Bill and Bo.
Bill and Bo. If I can get them up on the hill, I think that'd be nice. Just right up, shoot for up there.
All right, let's see what happens.
A little elevated.
Be within 6 inches or 12 inches of your commander. So they fail there. Light infantry go, which is better than last turn, but there they are. And now we move into the center. These guys are overachievers, the Baron's bodyguard. And let's see what they can do. Thought. James is... It's been 6 hours. No, James is going straight ahead. All that for that. It's like waiting 6 hours to get your order, and you order toast at the restaurant. Come back in a minute. So we're gonna see how far they go, and he gets a 8, and he gets a reroll with the general. All right, James going in with the Immortals of Shubi against the first built-up area where I've got my medium infantry. They're supported. The Immortals are supported by heavy knights and knights on mounted knights and foot knights. Pikemen, I purposely left my guys over 18 inches away so that they're just short. Getting an angle on them with the fire, and then his commanders right there. Oh, the big question is, James, do you want to add your commander to this assault or hold off? He's going to think about it. All right, James likes the spice. He's wearing a Sriracha shirt. Baron Hamel Stravis, I'm trying to get my focus on these guys, joins the Immortals of Shubia for the attack on my medium infantry. So James will decide later if he wants to add 3 dice or 1 dice or 2 dice, whatever he wants to do. But it's an all-out assault on the town. All right, James is going to try to. I think you're going to come through this gap here, right?
Ultimately, yeah.
Okay. He's doing a divisional order, seeing how far he can go, and needing 7s and less. All right, so starting off, we've got down here in the far left, James's light infantry can throw javelins. My guys are gonna get cover, but yeah, I think you can throw 2 or 3. I can't remember the attack. We'll look at that in a minute. And then these Bill and Bo here, like 19 inches, they're in range. They can fire on that unit as well. So we'll get 2 shots down here. Two throws needing 5s. So they throw the javelins into themselves. No bueno. All right, we'll go on to the next one. It'll be 3 shots from these bowmen at long range in the open, needing 5s. One hit and a 6. James is thrilled about that, and I will have to take a break check at the end of that, and hopefully I roll better than a 4 than James did. Now for the break test. Please don't roll a 1. It's an 8. Hold your ground without penalty. They take a casualty, and but do not have any negative effects from that disordered roll. All right. So James is going in with the Immortals. They're attacking the built-up area with 9 dice. Getting 5 from his 2 supports, 3 from the foot knights, 2 from the mounted knights, and the Baron going in with 3. So we're going to do some math. James is going to be throwing 17 dice. I'm going to get a +2 to my save, which might save me, but this could be brutal. And I think he's got a bunch of... the Immortals have Tough Fighter. I think more than that. What else? The Immortals have Tough Fighter and Fanatic against my... So it's 17 dice against my 6. And I get a +2 to my saves with the built-up area. And James is going to get a +1 to his saves because he's just completely insane with the Fanatic roll. Only tough fighter. All right, the Mortals re-rolled their tough fighter. They end up with 8 hits, which a little less than average. I think with the, we can't do math really good, but 8 hits against that. I'm saving on 2s. My medium infantry take 1 casualty after all that, and now they're going to attack back with 6, needing 4s. All right, I got 2 hits original. Now I have tough fighter, re-rolling 1 of those misses. So now James has to make 3 saves of 3. All right, it's a draw. Both of them take 1 casualty. We'll mark them up, and then we'll do risk for the Baron. I guess I'll do that now. Double 6 plus 3. Of course, the Baron's hit. So James is going to look that rule up real quick. And I'm going to mark out 1 casualty for both of these guys, but they'll stay locked in combat. Pikes are just out of range.
Right.
These holy priests that are unholy, see if they can roll 3 double 6s. They fire a ball of flames into these gentlemen. Ah! All right, save it on a 5 to avoid the holy fire. So they take a casualty from the flames, and then James is probably your bowman and your crossbow. Are they crossbowmen over here? Yeah, you got them both. They both can probably shoot at.
I'll shoot your holy man.
There you go. Yeah.
Since they're
gonna try to
damage me.
Turn these guys into a pincushion. Yeah. They earn -1 for being a smaller target, but that's about it. I think it's over 12, so -2, needing 6s. All right, crossbows firing 3 dice, needing 6s, capping saves at 5. They miss because I'm stupid. I should have hidden my guys better, but it's okay. Now the bows, and these guys, I forgot, the bows have the marksman roll, so they can re-roll a miss. I forgot about that. Crossbows don't. They just have that cap save.
And are they?
I think that's just kinetic energy, but whatever. I don't make the rules, man. Yeah, go ahead. Just 3 dice.
Hey!
Oh, what a marksman paying the rent here. 2 hits, needing 4s to save for these gentlemen. These guys need to invest in some Kevlar pajamas. They're out there. They got nailed with 2 arrows. They only have a standing of 3, so they're going to be shook pretty soon if they're going to sit out here and get blasted by crossbows and longbows. All right, that's the end of Time Warden Team Turn 2, and let's do the counterattack. Starting off down here, I'm gonna try to. I guess I can't order 2 guys at once. It's either a divisional order or it's a individual order. So we're gonna start with the veteran foot and see if they can move up even with. They're gonna try to get up to that wall up there, needing a 7. Veteran heavy foot, move forward 1 move towards that top of the hill. I'm gonna try to move my bill and crossbow up on this hill too. That way I can kind of secure my flank. Don't have a lot to worry about because James doesn't seem able to pass an order with this guy on the left. For movement over there, I'm just gonna kind of hold. Looks like I've got a. Actually, James said I actually look like I'm in a formation, like I had this planned out. So that looks good. They're on top of a hill. They've got a guy out in front. They've got some dudes in the woods. Could be worse. I'm going to kind of hold my ground here. I'm not going to move. I am going to try to get crazy over here on this side. Divisional order, as far as they can go, down the hill, and see what we can accomplish. Needing an 8 with a reroll. Alright, I did a divisional order, shifted right, did 2 moves. Coming down the hill, I didn't quite reach his sorcerers, but they can definitely smell the bad breath of the berserkers. Cavalry's on the right of them. Closing in, trying to make a giant scrum down here. And that could be totally insane. It's going to be a good time. James is already, the wheels are turning up there. My knights are in the rear, kind of trying to come up, and then the Osmanian nomads went into kind of a skirmish formation as they go into the woods. That's what they do. Oh yeah, here we go. Off and throw 2 spears or 2 javelins, needing I think 4s because he's not in cover. So let's see if I can hit his light infantry with two of them. All right, scored 1 hit on James's light infantry. They have to save on a, I have no idea. Oh, so close. We're pretty sure you can only fire 45 degrees from your front.
I think that's right.
Yeah, so
unless
that's
they're skirmishers,
to
right?
the middle. No, yeah, from these guys here. Yeah, unless they're skirmishers, yeah. So these Bill and Bo are going to fire at the formed heavy foot to their front, needing 6 as 3 shots. 1 save of 4 for the. Oh, I have marksman too. Let me roll again. Hang on, I forgot about marksman roll. Holds up. They can't pass an order, but they sure as hell can stop an arrow with their shields. Good job on those gentlemen. We continue the melee correctly. I'll be rolling with 2 dice, and James will be rolling somewhere between 17 and 14, depending how much he wants to put the Baron in. So James is, I forgot their sustained is 6 on the Immortals. So 14, so we said? Yeah, 6, 9, 11, yeah, 14. All 3 dice from the Baron going in again against my 2. Hitting on... I guess the buildings would... I guess hitting on 5s. James is counting all that up. He's going to re-roll 1 of those misses for a tough fighter. James gets 4 hits. I get 2 attacks back. Alright, I'm saving on 3 pluses with my 2 hits. Didn't have to use my tough fighter because I hit with both. 2 casualties. James got to make 2 saves of 3 plus because he's a fanatic. And then he gets stubborn too to reroll 1 if he misses it. Just walked in, so I can't remember what the hell we're at. But I got 3 casualties now. I took 2. James took none. We have a risk for general roll. Why didn't do any casualties? I think you'd have to do a casualty at least to be a risk for general. That I don't know if that's right or not, but that sounds fair to me. If you can't even hit anybody, you can't really do any damage. And I got to take a -2 break test. Don't even bother.
That first volley was like,
yeah,
it didn't do a whole lot.
All right, so my medium infantry buckle in the face of the Immortals of Shubia. They're going to be blown off the map and run away. The Immortals are going to move into this area and begin the raping and the pillaging. And I don't know if you can even say that on TV. Maybe you can.
You just got demonetized.
Demonetized that one. And but that's basically I think what happened back in these days. But they're moving in and they're capturing the objective, and it's a horrific moment for the Aurelians. What's happened? The Immortals are in there. They're butchering, and objective number 1 is fallen to the Timordans. Nice. Over here, I am going to shoot arrows point blank range into the pikemen, just trying to kill somebody. Needing 4s to hit, 3 dice. Three hits with my archery and into those guys. They get 3 saves, and they're going to have to take a disorder check from the 6. I think they have stubborn too. So they are going to take 1 casualty, the pikemen are, and then they're going to do the break test. All right, the end of turn 2.
Or do you not have anybody? I guess, is there anybody attacking from this division over here?
No, I don't have any archers over here. I mean, this was weird. They're kind of outside the trees. These guys are in the trees, but yeah. I could throw javelins. I guess I could throw javelins at your dudes. I'll do that. But they're gonna get cover. Yeah, we'll do that. And that'll be the last one. That's not the end of turn 3 yet. So I'll roll. I think it's 3 attacks, needing 5s. 2 hits on James's spellcasters. They're gonna have a disorder check too. Test real quick as they take 2 casualties. All right, so the sorcerers retreat disorder, take 2 casualties, and they flee away from the Osmanian nomads coming crazy people through the trees. And now turn 2 is over. As we've got some good stuff happening. Yeah. Kind of do a little pan over the battlefield. I'm kind of coming down the hill. James is coming up the hill over here on this side. Good hand-to-hand. We were surprised how fast it ended up with my guys getting obliterated, but that's just the way it goes. Oh, I haven't got these guys off the table yet, sorry. And still over here we got Stalled City. All right, we'll see you in turn 3.
I can up towards the
James
wall.
going ballistic with the crossbow and the building the crossbows going forward. Alright, they're in 18-inch range now. I'm assuming the veteran heavy footman next, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to get in there because they're still in range. I can still use them regardless.
They're going as far as they can to the wall, or just?
I think so. I mean, because at this point they're just wasting time back there.
Roger that. That general or the knight is going to join the heavy footman and try a follow me order, and they're going to move to the wall or over the wall.
I got to get over.
All right, he's going over. He's going to end up just short of the unit because after the penalty for paying the wall, he'll be in the road right here. West.
They're going to tuck up right behind the wall.
There we go. They're going to go behind the wall if they pass the order. All right.
No, that's
Follow me. They fail the order. All that. We're going to cross the wall. We're not going to cross the wall. End up confusing everything, and nothing happened. All right. So yeah, James did initiative moves. Pivoted, kind of just a little bit his pikemen, just to close their flank down from the attack from the berserkers of Odenheim, which will be coming. Cavalry came through and charged the bill and bow, which is going to suck. Baron left that last hand-to-hand, joins this hand-to-hand, so he's a psychopath. And then behind them, the knights came up and supported it. The immortals have been given a break to have some grog in town, and yeah, that's going to be brutal when we get to that. And then the sorcerers or priests are going to basically sit still, and then the disorder will come off the end of this turn. He's going to try this divisional move into that gap, close in on the flank of these guys. Looking for a 7. James pulls off the ultimate divisional order. They come charging up the hill. My knights are in trouble. No! Alright, yeah, I gotta rethink my battle plan. This game's nuts because things can move and change. You're like, I got this. He's never gonna get up this hill, and then they drink a bunch of Gatorade. Alright, we're going on that end for shooting. Start off with the javelins. Throwing into the woods. 2 dice. Needing 5s because I'm in cover. Double 1s last time, right?
Yeah, they're terrible.
These guys need to go to the range. They need to practice. They do nothing again. These trees are impenetrable. All right, so now we go to the longbowman. 3 shots, probably going at my bill and bow in the trees there. Long range. 5s and 6s.
Got somebody last time.
Yeah, they were good.
Right.
Archers are
no.
5s. I forgot. There's a stiff breeze coming from that end of the battlefield. Throwing this off. Crossbowman finally getting to unleash hell. 3 shots. Needing 5s and 6s. We go at higher velocity. Go ahead. Or more. flatter. Oh, God.
Something. Okay.
All right. Two. Crossbowman, defying the breeze, hit the bill and bow with 2 crossbow bolts, capping saves at 5s. Alright, so they are up to 2 casualties. I forgot to do the marksman for these bill and bow. They're going to fire 1 more die to make up for the one we missed. Pays off. I need a 4 to save. Save that. I've got a couple casualties on my bowman. Weathered the storm literally over there with the wind, saved me a lot. And now we go into the center of doom. Let's start with the sorcerers can fire holy fire at the berserkers of Odenheim. They are disordered. I think it's over 12. We'll double check. Disordered over 12 inches for long range, hitting on 6s. Cave on 5. I do have stubborn, and because I cap him at 5. Made it. Sweet. Stubborn pays off. Stubbornly refused to take the catch on fire. Alright, so now we've got the cavalry charge, a small cavalry unit being supported by the pikemen and the knights of Knee against my bill and bow, which is probably going to be an epic slaughter, plus Baron Stravis Hamill, whatever his name is, joining the combat. I'm sure he'll be throwing three dice, knowing James. Yeah. James is chucking 15 die for the Sun God. Plus he has Tough Fighter. James was happy. He's kind of giggling over here as they crash into my bill and bow. He's going to re-roll one of these million dice, if he actually missed one, for his Tough Fighter. The odds, going to Vegas tonight. I got 8 hits. And I'm attacking back with 7, needing 4s. 5 so far. Re-rolling the Tough Fighter. Gonna roll his saves. He is stubborn, so he'll re-roll one of these that doesn't make a 4 unless he gets them all. Alright, so James re-rolled his his stubborn, excuse me, and he gets 4 saves, 2 casualties. I've got 8 saving on 4s. I don't think their people don't go with them, but they can do like a sweeping advance. Alright, James wins by 2. I'm going to take a -2 break test. These guys are up to 5 casualties. And then we'll also see if, since there was hits on the cavalry, we'll see if the Baron is hit with a +3 on two 6-sided dice. But first off, we'll do the break check and hope I don't roll double ones. Alright, so I give ground disordered with my supports, which I didn't have. 5 casualties, disordered, they fall back. James is contemplating a sweeping advance. Maybe not. Let's check if the Baron is hit. Baron gets by, and we'll give a moment for James to think. Otherwise, I think he's got some archery to do over here or something. First up, these guys are going to play execution style into my knights, I'm guessing. 3 shots, needing 4s to hit. Alright, so then 1-6 hits. I got to save on a 4, and I do have stubborn. 3 more from his longbowman, needing 4s to hit, re-rolling 1 miss. 3 saves of 4, rolling 1 for stubborn. One roll for stubborn. They'll take 1 casualty. Now we've got a disordered check. They're fine. They passed that break tech, and now they just got 1 casualty on those knights. All right. I'm gonna have some fun here. Okay, I'm gonna initiative charge my light infantry into James's light infantry just because why not? So we'll do a hand-to-hand over here. All right, going in hand-to-hand just for fun. What am I gonna do here? I want to move up some more. Okay, I'm gonna try to move these gentlemen up to the stone wall with a basic command. Find the blunder table.
Oh no!
Blunderlicious! Let's see where they're gonna go. Oh my gosh. Oh! Uncontrolled flight. They run. They take a casualty as they lose some. They trip over themselves and lose equipment and men.
Basically, yeah.
What a joke. All right, so that was
in the stampede.
They
were the safest unit up there.
Yeah, they were doing great. There was no fear, no nothing. They were like, second I gave an order to advance, they're like, no.
All this stuff.
All right, from now on, we're skipping the captive 2 from the built-up areas. We're going. And I've seen other people do this one. We've logically thought about it. We don't like it, so you can attack with how many dice you got. So executive decision. It was James's idea, and I love it. So we're going with it. I'm gonna fire from this disordered unit at his cavalry. 3 shots, hitting 5s and 6s against the cavalry. Struggle bus. Miss. I'm going to do a divisional order to move as far as I can and to contact as much as I can with the general. Yeah, so coming down the hill, they're just going to try to get into as much crap as they can and try to get away from the dudes coming from behind them. All right, that's what you paid to see. The ultimate scrum that we all thought was coming. All right, so my cavalry charged his cavalry. My baron joined the combat. His baron will join the combat. My berserkers charged his pikemen, which will negate their, I don't know, whatever kind of charge bonus they would have.
Their pikiness.
Their pikiness. I got to look that up, I think. And then my Osmanian nomads came out. They supported the berserkers. My foot knights are close enough to support the berserkers. Oh, and I don't know. I'll have to check that real quick. One sec. We're looking up right now in the rule book. We can't remember if disordered units are allowed to support. That'll be. I was kind of counting on that, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I shouldn't be counting on that one.
So hand-to-hand supporting units.
Yeah. And then maybe they'll look up disordered after that. So that looks pretty crazy. I like it. These guys kind of got away from them, but they're definitely not out of range. These guys can come down and attack them from the back if they hit a massive move back there. I moved my priest down here just to kind of do some chanting and doing some general praying. I didn't want to leave them behind to get them slaughtered by the force coming up behind them. So as far as we can tell, we read all the rules. They can't move to support, but these guys were already here in supporting distance, so I think we're good. And then I think these berserkers, they lose their charge bonus for charging the pikemen, but so they'll fight with their sustained and not their clash when they go in. I think that's how it works. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, light infantry on light infantry, hand to hand. These guys are going to be. This is like a sissy fight. I love it. It'll be easy. Both have 5 attacks, saving on 6s, but they have tough fighter, rerolling 1. So these guys are going to do, if they hit, they're going to do a lot of casualties. 3 hits, tough fighter, rerolling 1. It's my tough fighter. 3 hits. James is doing the same thing. Go. James, he booted it.
That unit sucks. They're just terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, they've consistently done.
They've been consistently terrible. So 3 saves of 6. This is going to be fun. All right, James takes 2 casualties. I'm going to try to do the same thing with 2 hits. that's a draw. James is up to 3 casualties. I'm up to 2. Move to my archers. They're going to fire. I'll fire at his crossbowmen. 5s and 6s because they're over 12 inches. 3 shots. This is going to take a break test. And he has 2 saves of 4 with his crossbowman. Now he's going to take his break test. Go for it. All right. James wants to keep the firepower pumping out, so he's going to hold his ground disordered with that villain crossbow unit. All right. Moving over towards the nightmare. Oh, no. We'll start with the cavalry on cavalry. Doing the cavalry attack first. James will have 13 dice. I'm going to be attacking with 14. We both have tough fighter. We both have stubborn. Here we go. You're rolling 1 for tough fighter. Nine hits on James. 9. And then James attacking back with 13.
Yep.
All right, James gets 6. We're rolling 1 for tough fighter. And 7 saves of 4 with Roy rolling 1 with stubborn. 4 1s, always so helpful. And 1 reroll. Left the door open a little bit. James going to make 9 saves of 4 with 1 extra reroll for stubborn. What the hell? He made all but 3. You're going to do a reroll. So it's going to be a draw. They're both going to take 3 casualties, and now we're going to see if either general is hit. Both barons are hit, so we might have some funeral services here in a minute. Wow. Let's see how bad everybody is. All right, that was a nightmare. So they draw, so the fighting will continue next turn. His knights are shook now with 4. They had 5 casualties, go to 4. They weren't shook at the beginning of the combat. So they just stay at 4 right now at their maximum. Oh, they go to 5 because they double. I forgot they double in this game, so I have to go to 5. I'll change that. I was going in black powder there. Sorry about that. Baron Stravis is slain. He's taken over by a commander of 7. My guy is wounded, so he's a 7 too. Savage combat. I'm gonna change that to a 5, and we're in business, and we're going next door for hand to hand. Have a very massive unit fighting. The pikemen stand alone. Let's see how they can do. All right, I've got 12 versus James's 8 with these pikemen. I'll lose my clash. I'm going in with sustained. And I'm taking a picture of the ground. Sorry about that. I'm attacking with 12 dice into that mess over there. I got 6 hits. I got tough fighter. Rerolling 1. With 7 hits on James. James attacking back with, I don't even know how many dice you got?
8.
8 dice. All right, James gonna be saving 7 attacks on 4s. He didn't have tough fighter. Rolling 1. James takes 3 casualties, and I'm gonna try to make 3 saves. I did forget the double-handed weapons capping at 5, so but we'll screw it. Here we go. Let's. I got to make 3 saves of 4, and I have tough fighter, or I have stubborn for the berserkers. All but 1 tough fighter. I mean stubborn, whatever it's called. I don't even know. The Kaldani pikemen are going to lose by 3. They're going to -3 break test. They're up to 4 casualties. Let's see where they go.
That's what we're talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
2 dice. Fell back. We should have probably been in a little bit of the valley there, but that's like impossible to make these guys stand up. in that little divot, so we kind of moved them back a couple extra inches. Sorcerers kind of weaved out of there, got out of the way, and they fall back. Okay, that is end of my turn, I think. Cool. All right, that's the end of turn 3. Going on to turn 4. James is going to order the heavy foot, try to get as far as they can to advance. They've got to do something. He's getting 0 traction on this left flank. Logical counselors on the left flank. Go ahead. Oh, 2 moves. I'm shooting some scenic shots over here as James is moving his guys forward for passing that order. He's moving up to the wall. We're just laughing at this whole side down here. It's a nightmare. If James hasn't been able to move and my guys are doing blunders and running the wrong direction, it's just it's atrocious. Atrocious command and controller. Both these guys need to be flogged. 4th turn in a row. James trying to go on top of Bunker Hill. Let's see what he can do. James gets 3 orders there. He's maneuvering over there. His veteran heavy footmen have moved up to that wall looking threateningly. They're getting defense if my archers want to shoot them. And
so my archers are on top of the hill.
His archers are sliding up, and they'll be able to shower some missiles.
That's something.
There's James dominating the hill in 12 inches, so he can initiative moves next time and not pay a penalty with his longbow in this turn. Those gentlemen are disordered. But remember to take that off the end of the move order at the end of your turn to move those off. And yeah, it's looking a little better over here. That was good, James. I love it. And then these guys are fighting hand to hand over here. He's going to hold off on the center. He's going to go off to this right flank of his, do a divisional order, because depending on what he rolls here is going to determine what happens down here. So he's looking for a 7. Too much pressure over here on the right flank. Now we go to the center with no support. The freaking Immortals of Shubia leave the built-up area, join this hand-to-hand over here. So that's gonna. They're trying to save the knights. The new Baron-elect standing on the corpse of his dad. I'm taking over this show, and they're getting near the point where they're only at 8 standing by, they implode. So if they take 3 casualties, they're toast. So we're going. Everyone's on sustained now, and this fight is. I guess we can come back to this. We'll do this after we do the shooting down there. And James's sorcerers did an initiative move and got the heck away from the enemy. They moved over there. Fighter. All right, so we got 5 dice each, hitting on 4s with tough fighter, saving on 6s, which is sad. James does not want to support, I'm guessing, or do you?
No.
Okay, he's going to save his archers and just plow into my bill and bow.
Oh! They're terrible.
Terrible. Terrible. They're done. They need a whole new team concept. They missed everything. I forgot. He has tough fighters, so he can redeem himself with 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Back and back. 5 dice, needing 4s. A tough fighter, needing a 4. He'll be saving 2. I'll be saving 1. Both on 6s. Takes 2 more casualties. I got rolling if I could save 1. Save anything. And what's our totals now?
I'm up to.
Alright, James is now shook. I have 5 casualties. He has a -1 break test. Alright, James hated the light footmen. He's like the most active unit out here, constantly failing. So they suck. They rolled a 3 that goes down to a 2. They disperse. They flee. They evaporate. They flee the battlefield, leaving the flank exposed. on the Timorden left down here. But we'll see what happens. It's a long way away. Archers, but Bill and Bo firing their bows into my guys. 3 shots needing 4. 2 hits, 2 6s, and a 3 he re-rolls for marksman. 3 oh, yeah. Number the beast. Got 3 saves of 4. No, after the guys were like caught in some kind of L-shaped ambush crossfire thing, so I'm not too happy about it. But now I have to take a break test versus that disaster. All right, I survived that one. That 9 is great. I'll stay where I am. Now, all these crossbow bolts at long range, plus they're disordered. So that's 6s. 3 6s. One hit and a crossbow's cap saves at 5. So you need a 5. They made that save, so they stay at 5 casualties, I think it was. What was
4,
it? 4. Oh, there it is. It was one of those 2-dimensional things again. And now we go into the center because this far side is nothing. So it's this hand-to-hand combat. And we'll have to figure out how many dice we're going to roll. Rolling 16 dice as we throw our commanders in for funsies. Unit gets killed, the casualties get spread out onto the supports. All right, here comes James's 16 dice. What's he got? Needing 4s with tough fighter. All right, here we go. Go for it. Yeah, roll 1. I'm so focused on that. All right, James got 7, re-rolling 1 for tough fighter. He gets 7 hits. I thought it was bigger than that, but I'm attacking back, needing the same amount of dice. It's gonna be a blast. Got 8 hits and 1 reroll coming at you with tough fighter. All right, James will be rolling 8 saves of 4, rolling 1 over for stubborn. Oh shit. Ha! That was bad. That was like the javelins got their put their disease on them. I made 1 save, and now he's gonna do a stubborn roll. James is looking where extra casualties go in hand-to-hand combat, because I think his guys are gonna blow it apart. And then I am making 7 saves of 4 with stubborn. Made 5 of those. 2 casualties, re-rolling 1. Alright, the knights are going to get crushed. It was 3 extra casualties?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll put 2 on the knights and we'll put 1 on the immortals. And now we're going to do a break test, -4. And I think I picked up 2 casualties too. So I might be in trouble too. So, yeah, big blank screen here. Cavalry broke, all supports broke. The Immortals, he lost the Immortals, lost the Knights. That broke the division. So he lost his Baron, or his Baron's elect. Lost the Spellcasters and the Pikemen. Entire center is wide open now. It's coming up on time where James has got to bail anyway. Got to go, pick up those kids. It's important. So, yeah, we're gonna call ball game. Just that was our first game. If you lost your entire center and you're basically your left has been incompetent the entire game, and your right has just been chasing chasing stuff and not catching anything. Yeah, those guys could just retreat and try to join up with what was left of the tattered forces, and that would be it. But I think it went well. Went good?
Yeah.
It was fun.
I liked it.
And the nice part was I was telling James,
we've only been playing for. We talked for a little bit just to go over some rules. We probably started about 9:30 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 1:30 now, and basically got 5 turns into 4 turns done, going to turn 5, and that's it. And we got the game in. So if I'd say we were playing General Day Armée or something, we'd still be battling. So this is what this type of game is for. It's just you got some time, you got lots of troops, get them on the table and hammer it out, and it's a good one. It's just really fun just for us, for me especially, to get to play this game finally, and it was great having James here as always. So, anything else? Closing words?
No, it was good. I mean, it was familiar enough. You know,
Yeah, with black
like
powder.
the first time playing that.
Yeah, that black powder was a good introduction for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sure we missed some rules. We were flipping furiously back and forth.
Yeah, it could have gone even faster if we'd been.
Yeah.
We'd been really fluent with it.
Yeah, so that was just even cooler.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a little bit of city fighting. We got some open field. We got some shooting. We even got a foo bar in. So we touched most of the stuff. So I think that's a good intro. I mean, so I got to make more cavalry because the small cavalry unit was just too fragile. And James was like, I shouldn't have committed to that battle. He was wishing he would have pulled back and let the cavalry get slaughtered, because they ended up pulling down his 2 best units, got yanked down by supporting that disaster.
Yeah.
So, but that's it looked even because we had the same dice going into the battle. We both had 14, and could have gone either way. And then James's defensive rolls at the end, where he missed every single save except for one, was that was the ball game.
Totally buckled and just
the curse of the light infantry. I think James wants me to go put the light infantry on the driveway. He's going to drive over him with his car. But that's it. We'll hope you enjoyed it all. And thank you for watching. We'll see you guys later. Yeah.